You thought it was a joke, huh? 3 years from now on, 3 years ago, when I became angry, I said one thing. Just the way you guys love making your grenade bombs, and just like you guys love making your bullets using gunpowder, and just like you guys love making your nuclear bombs and atomic bombs, and just like you guys love making your missile bombs and rocket bombs, exactly in that same old way, I like to make this entire Earth into a bomb. It's basically a big giant sphere, but plenty of explosive atomic fission and fusion and blasts inside this atomic sphere bomb, spherical bomb. 3 years from now, I said I'm going to turn that entire ball into just like a cylindrical bomb you have inside your bomb arena, the torpedo bomb, this bomb and that bomb. Exactly like that, I'm going to turn this entire ball Earth into a bomb. It's going to be all atomic fission and blasts everywhere. It's going to be just nuclear apocalypse everywhere. The whole Earth. You thought it was a joke, isn't it? Come on, with myself. That's the last thing you ever think. You heard me right. That's the last and the last and the last thing you ever think whenever I say once. 3 years ago, I said this earth is going to explode just the way a big giant supernova explosion happens within the stars. The whole earth is going to explode up like that. It's going to totally devastate itself and explode and tear and rip apart entirely between the heaven and earth. This is a very, very big statement, but when I said it exactly 3 years from now, you've taken it very lightly and you thought it was a joke. I said the whole earth literally gonna, like a bomb, is gonna boom explode like that and just gonna get lost in the space somewhere. Just gonna blast itself out in the space. This is exactly how I said. Exactly like you have these atomic bombs, you have these missiles, you have these cluster bomb. Just like a bomb, when it explodes, dish, what happens? It just like scatters everywhere. The whole dish, the whole particle and article and everything just dish. Just like a bomb, when it explodes, it just shatters apart everywhere. Exactly like a bomb, the whole earth, I'm talking about whole earth over here. I'm not just talking about one place or one area of this. I'm literally talking about New Zealand, literally talking about Australia, literally talking about the United States of America, literally talking about all the big, big continents of this earth. I'm talking about the whole earth. The whole earth is going to be exploding just like you guys love your explosions with your bombs and with your nuclear bombs and atomic bombs and with this grenade and this grenade. Just like you love your bomb explosion, exactly like that, I love my earth explosion. So I literally gonna detonate the whole earth. And you're gonna know this is exactly why I said every bridge, every road, I'm gonna tear and rip apart. This is exactly how I said in my language. I said every bridge, every building, every road, I'm going to literally tear and rip apart out of existence. This is how harshly and this is how brutally and cruelly and harshly and roughly and rudely your God said it, myself. I said every road, every building, every bridge, I'll tear and rip apart. This is exactly how my line of statement was. And exactly when I said that, 3 years ago, you thought it was a joke. Again, God of gods, Lord of lords, King of kings, Queen of all the queens, Monarch of all the monarchs, Royal of all the royals. These are all line of titles, honorary titles belong to me. Whenever I say this, it's not a joke. If I say, I'm just talking about this tiny little earth, if I go in a bigger scale and if I say the whole solar system is going to blow up like that, don't take it as a joke. Literally, you're going to know the Jupiter is blowing up, Saturn is blowing up, Pluto is blowing up. These 24 different planets of the Earth, they all blowing up. If I say the whole Milky Way galaxy is going to blow up, do not take it as a joke. You're literally going to know the whole Milky Way galaxy just boom, balloon itself. And if I can blow a big giant Milky Way galaxy, then this tiny little Earth is just a small fraction of the whole Milky Way galaxy. It's not a big deal to blow that up. And if I can blow, I went even further. I said, look, the whole cluster of Milky Way galaxy is going to blow up. Then I said, go even further, man. And then I said, there are known universe, there are billions and trillions, infinite number of clusters and clusters of galaxies. All that is going to blow up. So if that all blows up in one go, boom, then can you imagine blowing this tiny little earth? It's just going to blow itself up. It's just going to blow with it. Just if all the universe blows up, then this tiny little earth is just going to be a minor thing to blow up into pieces. Then I said billions and billions and trillions and infinite number of times. I said I'm going to blow it up infinite number of times, earthly and heavenly and heavenly and earthly. Infinite number of times, heavenly and earthly, earthly, heavenly. Infinite number of times, earthly and heavenly, heavenly and earthly. And it's going to continue on blowing just like supernova explosions that happens within this space. Exactly the same explosion is going to happen within the earth. And by the way, you thought it was a joke. I said nobody questions about my wrath and my anger. Because nobody is more bigger of a terrorist than myself. I am the terrorist of all the terrorists. I am the wrathly God of all the wrathly gods. I am the angriest God of all the angriest God. I am feared because of my destructions. I destroy everything. This is how I am known in the heavens. The heavens, they call me the destroyer of all the destroyers. The heaven called me the most deadliest, lethalest destroyer of all time. This is exactly how I get my honorary heavenly title. The most deadliest, ruthless, lethalest, deadliest ever destroyer written in the forehead of mine, in the heaven. In the heaven, my soul is written as the most deadliest, ruthless, brutalist, cruel destroyer ever existed of the past, present, future. This is exactly how I'm known in the heaven. And this is exactly how I'm known on top of this earth. Are you trying to say when I give? This is exactly why I normally say. I say I'm literally going to lift and drag this entire ball earth and crush it into pieces. It's not a joke when I say that, because that is myself. That is my recognition. Is that self when he's going to arrive, he's literally going to drag and lift and crush it into pieces by colliding it with the sun and the moon and the stars and the galaxies and the throne and the chair and the gardens and the hells and the angels and souls. All the heavenly domains, earthly domains, everything is going to take a big beating with the butter of all the butterers and the beater of all the beaterers, the one and only Gudu of the Gudus and the Ludu of the Ludus, the Lud, the Good, and the Almighty. I love you all myself.